I'm here at Langley Speedway in Hampton, Virginia. This 0.395-mile flat track is one of NASCAR's oldest, and today it plays host to NASCAR's oldest series, the Modified Tour. Hampton is a fitting home for a speed complex, with the track sitting just next to the NASA Langley Research Center and the Langley Air Force Base. This race marks an unhappy milestone for the Tour, though, with just 15 entries, the fewest ever in a Modified Tour race, beating the previous record of 16 set back in the 80s.
Jimmy Wilson, Series Director for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. So it's a small field here, 15 cars for the modified event at Langley. Does that concern you?
No, it doesn't. It's when you look at car counts, particularly with the Modified Tour, you'll go over seasons and you'll see peaks and valleys of car counts. This is the beginning of 4 races in a row for us. There's economic conditions that's taken place. And for various reasons, like just as recent as Tommy Baldwin unfortunately announcing his sickness and not being able to attend here, you've got several different factors that are at play that affected this. And the good thing with being here at Langley Speedway, this is a great racetrack. It keeps the field tightened up, and ultimately we'll still put on a really good show for the fans. And when we've seen this happen before, the numbers do come back up. It's just kind of the natural evolution of a series of this size.
So NASCAR's commitment to the Modified Tour remains strong?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, the Modifieds was NASCAR's original series. Dating back to the very first race in 1948. So yes, absolutely, the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour is here, strong, and NASCAR is just as committed today as it always has been.
Echoing the series director, Whelen Modified drivers aren't particularly concerned about the small field size either.
I think we have a few drivers that would be here if they could.
Yeah.
That have had a few issues. So last year at this track, I think we had 18 cars. So if you count in the fact of few that are missing, we'd be right where we normally are.
And it's a difficult stretch of the season to get to, right?
Yeah. We were going to have 4 back-to-back races all across different locations in the country. So it's going to be a challenging 4 weeks.
That's Melissa Fifield, the only driver to run every series race at Langley. It's just the 4th time the Modifieds have raced at this historic venue. What does it mean to the drivers? What is the draw of Langley Speedway to you? Why do you want to come down here?
Obviously we're chasing points kind of this year. We've had a rough season, really, just bad luck. But never been to Langley before, so I don't really have a draw to it yet. But it's a nice facility. It's got Musco Sports Field Lighting, my sponsor, on the track, so that's kind of cool to race under the lights here. But it's a beautiful facility, gorgeous track, and it's nice to see local short tracks anymore that are taking pride in their facility and keeping it updated, and putting money into the infrastructure of the racetrack, and actually really making a nice place for us to come and put on a show for all the fans. So I'd say that's our draw, to come down here and have a good race and run with the best in the country on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, and hopefully put on a good show.
Tyler Repkema is no stranger to making speedways look better. He personally installs the Musco Sports lights, like the ones at Langley, as his day job. And you were saying you've got a personal connection with your sponsor?
Yes, yep. We install these lights all over the country, all over New York State. Put up hundreds of poles a year and foundation drilling and everything. So yeah, these lights on this track are Musco Lighting, and they're our sponsor, and they've been a long time supporter of me. So it's great to come to a racetrack where what I install during the week is what we're racing under on the weekend.
Plus, the points lead is heating up as the modified season draws to a close, and Langley is a critical race for the championship. It's also a racetrack that drivers enjoy coming to, offering a distinct challenge. How challenging is it to race at Langley?
It's pretty challenging. It's a pretty meticulous track, especially with 1 and 2, with how you're turning twice, and you got to keep your tires on, especially with that 90-lap run at the end. So just take our time, pick our way through the pack. Hopefully we have a good starting spot and don't have to pass many cars.
Do you like the challenge here? Is it a fun track for you?
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite tracks. If people ask me if it was my favorite track, I'd probably say yeah. So I really enjoy this racetrack.
Austin Beers went on to finish second at his favorite track after an aggressive final couple of laps. I asked each of the top 3 finishers, including winner Kyle Bonsignor and his cousin Justin Bonsignor, about whether they hope to return to Langley next season. Would you look forward to coming to Langley next year?
Yeah, we got to just work on the format or the tires or something. It's just we're not really racing that hard, and for the fans, we love to put on a harder show. Where we can race with a faster pace. The pavement here is just really tough, but obviously Bill does a great job at this facility. It's a beautiful place, but it's tough this time of year, car count wise, for people that aren't into points. It's hot and people need breaks every now and then. So maybe if we make some changes to when this race is, maybe the type of tire, it could be a really good deal. So hopefully they come up with something just a little different for next year.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Are you looking forward to coming back?
Oh, of course. I hope we come back year after year. I love this place.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep, thanks.
Looking forward to coming back to Langley next year?
Yeah. I mean, we've always run really well here. So I mean, if they're gonna have a race, we'll be here and we'll hopefully be just as fast.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
For CupScene.com, I'm Owen Johnson.